Order the Waukegan City Council's Public Works and Infrastructure Committee meeting. Time is 1700 on May 15th, 2023. Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Present.
Alderman Guzman. Alderman Bolton. Alderman Felix.
Alderman who?
Alderman Newsom.
Present. Martinez.
Martinez. Did you call Martinez?
Oh, he's supposed to be over here? Oh,
Instead of Guzman.
okay.
Call Martinez's name.
Alderman Martinez.
Present.
All right, we have a quorum. Thank you. Item B, approval of minutes. I'd like a motion to approve the Public Works and Infrastructure Committee minutes of April 17th, 2023 as presented.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Newsom. May I have a second? May I have a second? Second by
Second,
Alderman
sorry.
Martinez. All in favor? Aye.
I make a motion to sit Alderman Victor Felix.
Second, may I have a second?
Second.
All right, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Victor Alderman Felix is seated. Audience time. Is there any member of the audience who would like to make comments before this committee regarding an item on the agenda for this meeting, this committee meeting? Going once, twice, 3 times, no audience time. All right. There's no old business. Item 30, moving into new business. Item A, under new business, I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to award the bid for the 2023 annual commodities asphalt portion only to Peter Baker and Sons for the highlighted pricing on the bid tab. The dollar amount is $250,000. Staff recommends approval, and Public Works went out for bid on this annual 2023 annual commodities. The bid was opened on April 27th, 2023. Concrete portion has to be rebid due to an incomplete bid submittal. There was only one bidder for the asphalt portion. That was Peter Baker and Sons. Please see the bid tab for pricing received from Peter Baker and Sons. It is anticipated $250,000 may be spent for the asphalt portion of the bid, with funding being charged to various line items. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Newsom. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Second by Alderman Martinez. Questions? Any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item B, I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to award the bid for the 2023 manhole and catch basin frames and grates bid to EJ USA Incorporated for the highlighted pricing on the bid tab. All right, the dollar amount is $62,000. Staff does recommend this approval of this motion. Public Works went out to bid for the 2023 manhole and catch basin frames and grates. The bid opening was April 27th, 2023. There was one bidder, EJ USA Incorporated. The attached highlighted pricing submitted from EJ USA was is anticipated that $62,000 may be spent for this bid, with funds charged to line item 555-913-025-468. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Alderman Martinez. Is there a second?
Second.
I'm sorry, who's the second?
Second, Victor.
Second by Alderman Felix. Questions, any questions? Very well, roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes, thank you. Item C, excuse me. I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to award the bid for the 2023 hydrant assemblies bid to EJ USA Incorporated for the highlighted price on the bidding tab, on the bid tab, and that price is $100,000. Staff does recommend approval. The water department went out to bid for the 2023 hydrant assemblies. The bid opening was on April 27th of 2023. There was one bidder, EJ USA Incorporated. The highlighted pricing submitted from EJ USA is anticipated to be $100,000 that may be spent for this bid, with funds being charged in line item 555-9155-25493. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Newsom. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Martinez.
No.
I'm sorry? Felix, I'm sorry. Alderman Felix, thank you. Any questions? No questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you all very much. I'd like a motion, this is item D. I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to award the bid for the water meter 2023 to 2025 bid to Badger Meter for the highlighted pricing on the bid tab. That amount is $120,000.
So moved.
Staff does recommend approval. The water department went out to bid for the water meter 2023-2025 bid. The bid opening was April 27th. There was one bidder, Badger Meter. The attached highlighted pricing was submitted from Badger Meter. Was anticipated to be at $120,000 that might be spent this fiscal year, and an increase based off of the CPI versus this fiscal year prices for next fiscal year, with funds being charged to line items 555-74400 inventory. May I have a motion,
So
please? Motion by Alderman Newsom. Is there a second?
Second by Martinez.
Martinez, Alderman Martinez seconds, thank you. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item E. Item E, excuse me, I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to award the bid for the 2023 water plant chemicals bid to multiple vendors for an anticipated amount of $250,000. Staff recommends that members of the Public Works and Infrastructure Committee authorize the mayor to approve this resolution and award the bid of the 2023 water plant chemicals bid to multiple vendors for an estimated amount of $250,000, and funds to be charged to line item 555-915-525-464. The water department went out for bid on the water plant chemicals on April 27th, and it is recommended to award the bid to the low qualified bidders on the attached or highlighted bid tab. And again, the anticipated amount to be spent is $250,000. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Alderman Martinez,
Second by Alderman Felix.
second by Alderman Felix. And questions? No questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you. Item F, I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to approve a resolution awarding the 2023-2025 sludge dewatering bid to Noble Environmental for a not-to-exceed amount of $133,000 for fiscal year 23 to 24, and $136,360 for fiscal year 24, 25. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Newsom,
Second, Alderman Felix.
second by Alderman Felix. Questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item G, I'd like your motion for a resolution approving and approving and authorizing the proper city officials to approve construction engineering services with Crawford, Murphy, and Tilly per section 2-458, subsection I, subsection 4, professional services for a not-to-exceed amount of $213,300 for the River Road Water Main and Roadway Improvement Project. Staff obviously recommends this approval of this for line item 556-916-027-079. Approval is requested for construction engineering services with Crawford Murphy Tilly for the River Road Water Main and Roadway Improvement Project per section 2-458, subsection I, subsection 4, professional services, again, for amount not to exceed $213,300. And the line item is stated 556-916-027-079. Is there a motion?
Motion by Alderman Martinez.
Martinez. Motion by Alderman Martinez.
Second.
Second by Alderman Felix. Questions? Roll call.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Item H, I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to approve a resolution for change order number 2 with Peter Baker and Sons for the 2023 roadway maintenance program for an amount of $271,658.95. Staff recommends that the members of the Public Works and Infrastructure Committee authorize the mayor to approve this resolution for change order number 2 with Peter Baker and Sons for 2023 roadway maintenance program for an amount of $271,658.95, bringing the new total to $5,448,551.60. The funding is from line item 312-131-227635.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Newsom,
Second by Alderman Martinez.
Alderman Martinez.
And
Thank you,
I
sir.
have a question.
And your question, ma'am.
When it names the streets, is Grove Avenue, Metropolitan to Macquarie on there twice?
Yeah, it's actually going to be from, we corrected it.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
it's
it's
actually
gonna
going to be Grove from Metropolitan to Frolic
Oh, okay.
also.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we
All right.
corrected it.
Okay then, all right.
Okay. Any other questions?
Nope.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item I. I'd like a motion, if you please, for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to award the Glen Rock Culvert Replacement RFP to Boulder Contractors for a not-to-exceed amount of $1,570,191.
Can we hold up for a second? Can I make a motion to seat Alderman Bolton?
You can make a motion. Would you like to do so?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Make a motion to seat Alderman Bolton.
Is there a second? Second by Alderman Martinez.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, so, may we have a, motion on item I?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Newsom,
Second by Alderman Martinez.
Alderman Martinez.
Thank you.
Any questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman
Oh,
Turner.
wait, just one moment, just a moment. Let me get this on the record. So, city council approval is requested to award the Glen Rock Culvert Replacement RFP to Boulder, excuse me, to Boulder contractors for a not-to-exceed amount of $1,570,191. The bid opening was April 21st, 2023, with the city receiving 4 bids. See the attached bid tab with the funding to be charged to ARPA 205-1205-27706. And now, do we have questions? No questions? Roll
I have a
call,
question.
please.
Was there any other bidders that submitted?
Yes, they were.
You see 4 bids, but this was the lowest.
4, okay.
Okay, any other questions? All right, roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes, outstanding. Item J, excuse me. I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to approve a resolution for design engineering services from Robinson Engineering per section 2-458 subsection I subsection 4 professional services for the fiscal year 24 rehabilitation program for a not to exceed amount of $453,600. Is there a motion?
Motion by Alderman Martinez.
Alderman
I
Martinez.
second.
I'm sorry? Second by Alderman Bolton.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Staff recommends the Public Works and Infrastructure Committee authorize the mayor to approve this resolution for design engineering services from Robinson Engineering per section 2-458 subsection I subsection 4 professional services for fiscal year 24 street rehabilitation program for a not to exceed amount of $453,600. Funds will be charged to line item 205-1205-27635. To City Council is requested for this. And are there any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Thank you all. Motion passes. I'd like a motion, this is item K, excuse me, I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to approve a resolution adopting the Lake County All Natural Hazards Mitigation Plan 2022 update.
I make a motion.
Motion makes the, Newsom makes the motion.
Alderman Bolton.
Sorry?
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry, is that Alderman Bolton? And the second was Alderman Martinez?
Felix.
Alderman Felix. Apologies. Bolton and, thank you. Okay, so Public Works is seeking the City Council's authorization to approve a resolution adopting a Lake County All Natural Hazards Mitigation Plan for 2022 update. The adoption of the update allows Lake County and participating municipalities to be eligible for federal disaster mitigation grants. The ANHMP also provides credit for communities that participate in FEMA's community rating system, which reduces flood insurance costs in those communities. The last time an update was adopted was in 2017, in which the plan is updated every 5 years. Are there any questions? All right, roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item L. I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to award the River Road Main and Roadway Improvement RFP to Berger for a not-to-exceed amount of $2,486,082.
So moved.
City council approval is requested to award the River Road Water Main and Roadway Improvements RFP to Berger for a not-to-exceed amount of $2,486,082. The bid opening was April 28th, 2023, with the city receiving 2 bids. Please see the attached tab with the funding to be charged to 205-1205-27043 and 556-916-027-079. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Newsom,
I second.
second by Alderman Bolton. Thank you, ladies. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes. Item M, I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to approve a resolution approving an agreement between North Shore Gas and the city of Waukegan for the River Glen Lift Station and Subdivision Gas Main Extension deposit for a not-to-exceed amount of $336,359.32. Public Works is requesting approval of this resolution, approving this agreement between North Shore Gas and the city of Waukegan for this gas main extension at River Glen Lift Station subdivision for a deposit amount of $336,359.32, which can be refunded over a period of time as new customers connect to the main. Is there a motion?
Motion by Alderman Martinez.
Alderman
second.
Martinez, and second by Alderman Bolton. Thank you both. Questions? Roll call.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Thank you all. Motion passes. Item N. I'd like a resolution or a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to enter into an agreement with Seorbor to review watershed permits and plans per section 2-458 subsection I, subsection 4, professional services for a not-to-exceed amount of $119,771.25. The engineering department is requesting approval of the Seorbor, for Seorbor to perform the watershed permit and plan reviews per section 2-458, subsection I, subsection 4, professional services for a not-to-exceed amount of $119,771.25. The funding is to be charged to line item 205-1205-24435. And may I have a motion, please?
I make a motion.
Motion by Alderman Bolton,
Second.
second by Alderman Newsom. And are there any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item N, item O. I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to execute a temporary construction easement with the Lake County Stormwater Management Commission for the purpose of accessing the right-of-way easement as is necessary for the maintenance of drainage, infrastructure reconstruction, and other purposes on, over, and through vacated Knight Avenue. The Lake County Stormwater Management Commission received funding to provide stormwater management improvements related to the Dady Slough Lake. This temporary construction easement relates specifically to the Illinois DCEO Round 1 funding south of Illinois 120 Park City Flood Mitigation Storm Sewer Project located in Knight Avenue in Park City, Illinois, and the vacated section of Knight Avenue Public Way, formerly Walnut Street, from the south line of 8th Street to the north line of 9th Street in the city of Waukegan. If I could have a motion, I'd be
I motion.
much pleased. Motion by Alderman Bolton. Second by Alderman Martinez. Questions? No questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item P. I'd like a motion for a resolution approving and authorizing the proper city officials to approve the leachate pumping and hauling services with Covanta Environmental Solutions per section 2-458, subsection I, subsection 1, sole source for a 3-year term for $65,000 per year. Public Works is seeking approval for a 3-year contract with Covanta Environmental Solutions for an amount up to $65,000 per year for leachate pumping and hauling services. Depending on the amount of leachate produced, will determine on if a change order will be needed in the future. The leachate production will be monitored. $65,000 for fiscal year 23 to 24, $65,000 for fiscal year 24 to 25, $65,000 for fiscal year 25 to 26, and funds will be charged to 555-916-024-505. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Newsom,
A second.
second by Alderman Bolton. Any questions?
Yes, I have one. Just out of curiosity, why 3 years?
The volume of leachate is varies. That's where they're gonna monitor
I'm
it.
sorry, project in the mic, I can't hear you down.
All right, so the volume of this leachate that's being pumped is gonna be monitored, and it varies. So if they pump 10 gallons in this year, they'll bill for that. And if they pump 25 next year, there'll be an increased bid. And in the third year, if there's less, so it's gonna vary depending on how much is pumped in a given year over the contract. Does that make sense? I can't hear you.
Not really, can you expound a little bit? I mean, why is the 3-year determined?
Why is,
Why do we do a 3-year contract? If you wanna,
that's,
Shannon, are you able to?
I don't know, we'll ask Shannon Cisneros to explain. And then I have a question that I'm surprised no one else asked.
The reason we do it for a 3-year term is because they're sole source. We tried to go out to bid many years ago, but we're not getting any bids, and they're the only company around here that does it. So it's just easier to go to council once every 3 years instead of taking it back every year.
That makes sense. Great,
Thank you.
Well, wait a minute, now I've got a question. I'm surprised no one else does. Maybe you all know. What is leachate? What is that?
Leachate is like poisonous chemicals from the rain and snow that go down into the landfill that start seeping out.
Wow.
And if it gets, it's hazardous to people, animals, things, so they have to pump it out and haul it away.
Great, thank you. Did you guys know that? Did you
That's
guys-
our
everybody-
Adelphi landfill.
Does everybody knew that with leachate? I was the only one?
Thank you for asking. Yeah.
Thank you. If there are no other questions, we'll take a roll call, please.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Newsom.
aye.
All right, thank you all very much for your participation in that process, and we move on to reports and communications, of which there are none. And finally, for adjournment, if I may have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I make a motion, I'm sorry.
Second, motion by Alderman Newsom, second by Alderman Bolton,
Yes.
and we are, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all right, and we are adjourned at, whatever time it is.
5:30.
Thank you.